Good morning, and thank you for joining us for this Wednesday press conference. I'm Steve Fishback with the Public Affairs Division, and this morning we're going to be speaking about a case that not only had a very tragic effect on the victim, but also continues to have a very profound effect on the victim's family. These are community members. These are our neighbors, and we're going to hear from them this morning. But first, we're going to start with Detective Cuffer of the Major Crash Unit.
Good morning. I want to speak about this case. We're requesting the community's help in this. It's a fatal hit and run that occurred on Saturday, July 31st on Brookshire Boulevard. At approximately 3 a.m., our Freedom Division officers responded to the 4000 block of Brookshire, reference a pedestrian being struck by a motor vehicle. Upon their arrival, officers located a serious injured subject. They tried to assist in his injuries, and during that, he was pronounced deceased by a medic on scene. The vehicle failed to remain on scene, and the driver failed to contact emergency services. The victim has been identified as 35-year-old Barry Cunningham Jr. During our investigation on the scene, we were able to identify some evidence that showed us that a 2015 to 2021 Dodge Charger was traveling north on Brookshire Boulevard in the right lane when it struck Mr. Cunningham. Again, the vehicle did not stop, and the driver did not contact emergency services. They drove off. Our further investigation has revealed that that vehicle is possibly silver or red Dodge Charger, again, with the year of 2015 to 2021. And during this time, we located such evidence as a headlamp damage and a Dodge Charger emblem. The damage should be on the left side, which would be the driver's side of the vehicle in the front. And we're looking for that vehicle actively, searching all resources that CMPD has at this time. We are going to share, and we have shared with the media, stock photos of what the vehicle should look like, and we also have circled the area that we think the damage of this vehicle will be at. Anybody who witnessed this crash may have heard something, has any whispers of all that can know something. I'm asking that you please contact me. You can contact my desk personally, which will be on our media press release some more. You can also leave anonymous information through Crime Stoppers, which will also be on our press release. Okay? There is a $5,000 reward being offered through Crime Stoppers for any information that's leading to this arrest for the driver who struck Mr. Cunningham. At this time, I would like to introduce the family of Mr. Cunningham, who would like to say some words about Mr. Cunningham and also the things that their family's going through at this time.
Good morning. I'd like to take a moment to, give you guys some who Barry Lee Cunningham was and what he meant to my family. My name is Marshall Wells, and I'm Barry's stepfather, father. To my right is Barry's mother, Barry's mother, Lisa Wells. We have Barry's sister, Larissa Williams, and Barry's brother, DeMario Cunningham. And you won't believe how deeply affected we are. This is our family. Not a bad guy, not somebody that had deserved to just get trampled over and nobody be accountable. Barry was one of the lovingest person in our family. Barry loved unconditionally. Barry hugged his mother every second he sees her. His sister, does the same thing to him, and even his brother. That's how loving he is. If he walks by his brother, he gonna grab him and hug him. So, Barry was a very, very lovable person. And we like to extend to the community, please help us find the person that did this to our brother, our son. And Barry, and again, it's Barry Lee Cunningham. His nieces, nephew, and anybody out there know him will contest to this, because we've heard so many stories over this past week of people that we didn't even know Barry know. And they, give us the same story that we got, He always give me a hug. He always tell me he loved me. And that's not surprising, because that's what he do. He was, he was a person of love. His mission was love. So please help us find who did this to our loved ones. We are hurting beyond belief. So we ask for your help in the community. The detective just explained what kind of vehicle it is. And I also like to extend to the person that did this. I don't believe you intend to do this. I don't believe that. I know you didn't set out to do this. But please, if you have a heart to help us out, to help us move forward, to help us, just have some closure, please do what's right. Please, and help us out. Again, we love Barry Lee Cunningham. Everybody that knows him love him. So he's not just a person. I want to emphasize that. He's not just somebody that nobody care about. Thank you very much.
Questions?
Can you tell us where he was going?
Any questions specific for the family members this morning? Some of the questions that you may have about the case itself will be more appropriately addressed by the detective.
What did that person take away from you?
Everything. Everything.
Yeah, took part of me, took the other half of me.
Took my heart.
Literally.
Took my heart. My son never missed the opportunity to tell me I was the best mom in the world. Every time he see me, he like my mama, the best mom in the world. He loved his nieces, his nephews, with all his heart. He never missed the opportunity to tell his aunts and uncles how much he loved them. He literally, every time he walked past a sibling of his, he always stopped to let them know that he loved them with this big hug. He had this big hug that he would just hold on to you tight. And I would always say, you might well just stand there and let him finish hugging you, because he's not going to stop until you finish. He had a nickname for each and every one of his nieces and nephews. All of them is deeply saddened and broken.
Everybody else. Did he walk? Did he often walk the line?
He did. He did.
Anything for the detective? All right, guys.
So,
And so as we close this morning, again, we're asking for the community's help. Help these neighbors of ours. Crime Stoppers, 704-334-1600. Can remain completely anonymous. To our media partners, we're going to be sending you that press release here shortly. It's going to have photographs of that stock car, as well as a circle around the anticipated damage that that vehicle may have, as well as some photographs of Barry as well. Okay? But for any other questions or any other issues that you have, we can meet up offline afterwards. Thank you.